Today we talk about Lecture 3, Basics for Digital Image Processing. We first talk about image types. Based on the classification rules, images can be classified into different types. Based on it has color or gray, we can classify the image into monochrome images and color images. Based on the dimension of the images, we can classify as 2D images and 3D images, or even 4D images. A monochrome image can be treated as a 2D function. Why we say that? Here we just show a 2D-dimensional monochrome images. For each coordinates x-y pair, we have a value fxy corresponding to xy. If we draw these pictures in xyz coordinates, xy is the location of the picture and z is the value of the image. Then this shows the join. So we know that for each xy pairs there is a height. In gray image, this is the gray value. If we draw a line, see the red line here, from the left to right, and for each point on the red line, then we can get the brightness of the location. Then we draw on the right one. Then we can show that it's also there is value. How about color image? In fact, there are different types of color images. What we talk about here is RGB color image. For RGB color image, we have three components, R, G, and B. That means we have three monochrome image which can be used to construct a one RGB color image. See here, this is show the R components, this show the G components and blue components. If we draw a line from the left to the right and get the RGB value, we have three values for each location. Then draw on the right. Then also we see there is red, blue, and green values corresponding to the location on the red line. A digital image, as we talked in the first class, can be treated as a matrix or a two-dimensional array. See this figure here. For each pair xy, we have a gray value. See this yellow circle. If we enlarge it, then for each point inside the yellow circle, then we have a value. One thing I want to emphasize here is that in computer, the coordinates we generally count them from the top left to the bottom right. That means the point on the top left corner of the screen. We labeled it as 0 by 0. So for the X direction, it's from the left to right. For the Y direction, it's from the top to bottom. So sometimes we call the height of the picture is the depth, because it's from the top to bottom. So as I just talked to you, a digital image can be treated as an array. So generally we use XY to represent the image. It has m rows and m columns. So this also we call the size of the image. In fact, in real image, the number m is the height of the image or the depth of the image. N is the width of the image. So the value of the image is a non-negative. An image generally has the maximum value. We call it L minus 1. Generally we call L is the level of the image. For example, we call it, if the L equal to 256, we call it the level of this image XY is 256. What we talk about here is the gray image. How about the color image? In fact, as just talked to now, a color image is composed of 3 monochrome images. So we generally represent them. If we use array, that's where for a color image we have 3 array. One is array corresponding to the red component. One array is corresponding to the green components, and one array is corresponding to blue components. So generally we can say the color image XY, for each pair XY have 3 components: red components, green components, and blue components. So see here, this is the one color image. We can use 3 monochrome image to represent it. What we talked about is 2D images. What's the 3D image or even the 4D image? This is show the array for 3D images. For 2D images, we just consider the one matrix. That means we just consider the XY plane. However, for 3D image, we have a Z direction. That means we can, in the direction, Z direction, there are many matrices. So let's talk about CT. Some CT have 100 slides. Then in the D direction, that means we have 100 matrices. Each matrix corresponding to the a 2D array. Sometimes we talk about 4D images. 4D images, that means 2 images plus a thumb. Then we get 4D images. One concept very important is pixel. Pixels in fact are the basic building blocks of all digital images. Pixels are small adjoining squares in the matrix across the length and width of your digital image. If you guys just get one image, then zoom in make the zoom many times, you will see a lot of small blocks. That one block is called pixel. For example, here we have the image. If you guys zoom it, then you will come to see this gray or black or white blocks. Each of them is called a pixel. So pixel in fact have two things. One is the coordinates. That means what's the x, y values. For example, here if we just consider this is 0, 0, so this pixel is 0 and 3. Okay, so the second things related to pixel is the value. For example, this pixel, the value is 170. This value of the pixel is 238. Others are the same as these two. Second important concept we need to know is the image resolution. In fact, when you guys talk about the camera and the TV monitor or even the scanner and the printer, we talk about the resolution. Generally, different equipment merge the resolution differently. For example, in TV monitor and the scanner, we generally use the pixel per inch or PPI to present the resolution. That means how many pixels in 1 inch. But in the print, we generally use the dots per inch or DPI to merge the image resolution. For the PPI, generally speaking, if the size of the pixel is smaller, that means the resolution will be high. In this case, the object will be more clear. The same in print. If the number of dots per inch is high, that means the resolution is high. Another thing is the bit depth. For the bit depth, in many cases we talk about 8-bit image or 24-bit image or 12-bit images. What does this kind of things means? In fact, this is related to the bit depth. The bit depth generally refers to the maximum number of levels per channel that can be contained in a photograph. For example, as we talked just now, if the maximum value you use to represent a series images, sometimes the max value is 255. That's one. That means this is the maximum number. Generally, the 255 we can represent it at 8